Hey,
Go for it.
what's going on, people, party people? Today, we're going to talk about helping other people find their strengths, if you will, especially on teams, especially if you're a leader. How do you help other people find their strengths?
Yeah.
I got real excited.
So that's Rodney.
My name's Rod.
I'm Keith. And this is the More in Common Daily Chronicle, where we just chronicle our journey to get where we're going. Ultimately, with the intent to leave a diary behind for the girls to look back upon on our journey and hopefully learn from it and then build some community around it. So helping people find their strengths. Like, we've talked about finding it for ourselves and the importance and value of it. Like, how do you look at helping other people find their strengths?
I think so there's an awareness, and I think what I found for myself and for many of the people around me, noticing other people's strengths and weaknesses is pretty easy. Like, that's the easier part.
Yeah.
So then it comes down to really communication, not just identification, but the communication. What's the trust on the team, and what's the ability to say, hey, yo, like, I think I'm better at reaching out to potential guests because they respond to me more rapidly or more positively, and being able to say that in a way that you can hear and you can receive.
Yeah.
And also aligning it with the fact that I just don't think you get a lot out of this. I think that's the tops for me. What about you?
Yeah, I think communication's a big thing, and seeing strengths and then having a conversation about the tasks within whatever it is that you're doing, understanding which ones are a good fit. Like, I know, for example, when it comes to editing the podcast, like, I have a stronger alignment to the operational function that I align to. Rodney can't stand it. So if I say to Rodney, hey, do you want to edit the podcast? It's not going to go over well, versus, hey, you seem to like this part of editing the podcast more. Do you mind running with that?
Specifically, technically, like making the cuts, make sure the audio sounds good, cutting out background noise, like that stuff I'm cool with. Cutting it to make sure that the conversation flows and that the content is digestible. That's not me.
Right. So if I ask him to do it, he's going to begrudgingly accept.
Maybe. Now I'm at a place where I might push back and say, hey, is there another way to do this? Because I know it's just going to be a laborious task.
But in finding your strength for it, like, being aware that there seems to be a pattern of execution around certain things, acknowledging and seeing those, and then volunteering it up as an organizer of the team skill set, and saying, hey, do you want to do these? They seem to align with you more. Having a conversation about it that can then trickle into the broader context of whatever project or projects or future projects that you work on.
Right.
Is really, I think, to your point, it's the communication and helping other people find it and being open about it, and not just sitting there saying, hey, you're not doing this well enough. Can you do it better?
Right. Exactly.
So
taking that, you're actually doing this really well, I think you should do more of it.
Yeah. Do you help others, like, in your team, find their strengths to better impact the team around you?
And if you do, how do you do it?
Yeah. What's your tip?
What's your strategy, tactic?
Yeah. Tactic.